Trump lost. That is, if all legal voters were allowed to vote, if all legal ballots were counted, Trump would have lost the states of Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Georgia. Vice President Kamala Harris would have won the presidency with 286 electoral votes. And if not for the mass purge of voters of color, if not for the mass disqualification of provisional and mail-in ballots, if not for the new mass vigilante challenges in swing states, Harris would have gained at least another 3,565,000 votes, topping Trump's official popular vote tally by 1.2 million. 4,776,706 voters were wrongly purged from voter rolls according to U.S. Elections Assistance Commission data. By August of 2024, for the first time since 1946, self-proclaimed vigilante voter fraud hunters challenged the rights of 317,886 voters. The NAACP of Georgia estimates that by Election Day, the challenges exceeded 200,000 in Georgia alone. No less than 2,121,000 mail-in ballots were disqualified for minor clerical errors, e.g. postage due. At least 585,000 ballots cast in precinct were also disqualified. 1,216,000 provisional ballots were rejected, not counted. 3.24 million new registrations were rejected or not entered on the rolls in time to vote. If the purges, challenges, and ballot rejections were random, it wouldn't matter. It's anything but random. For example, an audit by the state of Washington found that a black voter was 400% more likely than a white voter to have their mail-in ballot rejected. Rejection of black in-person votes, according to a U.S. Civil Rights Commission study in Florida, ran 14.3% or 1 in 7 ballots cast. There are also the uncountable effects of the explosive growth of voter intimidation tactics, including the bomb threats that closed 31 polling stations in Atlanta on Election Day. "Make America Great Again" was the slogan. While many people of color asked the question, when was America great, we soon found out the true meaning. This was a call to action. But for who, you may ask? This was a call to action for a small group whose power was slipping away. A group that believes this country is only for them. The same group that stole this land from its occupants in the first place. This group is the white supremacy group, whether it's the Oath Keepers, Proud Boys, KKK, or just your regular Joe Smo that blames the brown and black people for stealing their jobs. The story never changes. They must tip the scales no matter what to gain victory, and this last election was no different. Many white supremacy groups targeted swing states and Republican control states to purge people of color off the voting roster, which disenfranchised millions of voters. Why is this important, you may ask? Well, as we face Donald Trump's second term, a term that has already increased inflation and skyrocketing prices due to his tariffs threats, his all-out war on the well-being of black and brown people, his threats to other countries that are friendly to us cause the United States to be minimized on the world stage. But when you understand that the citizens of the United States didn't vote for this, nor did they vote for him, and there is the fact that the only way he is in the office today is because of old deceitful Jim Crow-era ways and the small group of the super rich, well, you should be upset. Let us look at the facts from this last election. Since 2016, Republicans have been using voter suppression tactics, falsely claiming voter fraud. All the while, they're the only ones committing fraud. This election shows proof of the work done and the results. A president that the majority of the country didn't want. Policies that the majority of the country didn't want. So the big question is, what is next, and what can we do?